Well, hello there. I tell you what, as a couples and sex therapist and a love expert, I am never bored in my work. I get such interesting couples coming to me or in my online programs, and I start to see some repeating themes, and I'm bringing those to you in these series of short videos on typical couples problems and what you can do to either prevent them or, if you've got them going on, solve them. Now, one of the most frequent sexuality problems that I get, couples coming to me and saying, hey, we used to be pretty hot and heavy. We used to really prioritize our sexual life. We used to make love a lot. And, we used to get a little funky, do some fun things, spice it up. And now the thrill is just kind of gone, and we rarely make love anymore. This is a really common problem. I'm going to be a little bit explicit right now, so if you've got little ears listening, you may want to put on your headphones. I then ask couples a really important question, a question almost no one ever asks you, and you've probably never asked your spouse, which is, well, do you have a solo sexual life? Meaning, do you masturbate and you're just not having sex with your spouse? For a lot of couples, yes, they still are masturbating, which means they still have a decent, okay sex drive. That's really good news. Where they're not motivated is to be making love with each other. And I'm talking about couples here that are getting along pretty well. So it's not so much that they're fighting or having problems. They're just not paying enough attention to their sexual life because the biochemistry of lust and love fades over time. So here's a simple one-step procedure I give to these couples that they apply, and it can help way more than you think it might. It sounds too darn easy. Are you ready? 2 words: schedule sex. Say what? Schedule sex. But that's not romantic. You know what's not romantic? Never having sex. One of the best things you can do if you're a typical longer-term couple, kids, mortgages, jobs, careers, planning your vacation camping this summer, is to pick a day of the week, an evening of the week, an afternoon of the week. A couple I'm thinking of right now with Monday evenings. Monday evening is sexuality night. Come heck or high water, we're going to do something sensual together on a Monday night. That might be shower together and kiss and make out. The goal they've set is to make love on Monday nights, but the odd time the bodies aren't cooperating. You're really, really, really tired. But instead of watching Netflix, they still go to bed naked. They touch each other, they kiss, they snuggle, they whisper sweet nothings, they laugh a little bit. Sometimes the sexuality happens, sometimes it's more of a sensual encounter. But bodies are involved. Making love is the one thing that sets your marriage, your long-term relationship, your couple apart from every other relationship in your life. Pay more attention to your sexual life. Schedule sex. Every sex expert I know that I've talked to says they schedule sex. I was teaching at a very big event for Tony Robbins a few short months ago. I co-taught with another sexuality expert, and we hadn't met before, and we were teaching, and I said, one of the things that is really important to do is schedule sex. She said, hey, I schedule sex with my sweetheart. I'm like, heck, I do too. The audience was like, no way. These 2 highly sexual women who really enjoy lovemaking and made their career out of helping people have great sex, schedule sex. You might want to think about that. So here's some great advice. Schedule sex. Pick a day. Make it sacred. And make your lovemaking happen. Because what then happens is you start to rev that engine up. Sexuality becomes more present between the 2 of you. When you make love, you feel closer, you feel more relaxed, you smile more. You will feel better in your relationship if you do this. If you don't believe me, I challenge you. Do this for the next 4 weeks and send me an email if it didn't help. I want to hear about it. Better yet, send me an email to tell me how it did. And if you want more, there's more coming, especially in the month of February. I'm so psyched. It's Valentine's month. I wanted to do something super special for y'all. These bites are wonderful, but they're 5 minutes long or less. So what I'm doing in February, I'm teaching a free online master class on the 3 keys to passion. You can register below. If you click below, you'll get a bunch more information of what I'm going to cover in that class: sensuality, intimacy, how to fight fair. It's going to be great. And most importantly, there'll be a free live Q&A at the end. You can ask me specific questions about you and your sweetheart, your relationship, where you're struggling, what's going on, what you need my advice on. I will stay there and answer every question for as long as I can. Click below for the information. I look forward to seeing you in the next video in this series, which is people that Dr. Cheryl gets to talk to and how she helps them. We'll see you next time.